Module 6, Vegetables. In the culinary cosmos, vegetables stand out as stars that have long been revered for bringing balance, color, and nutrition to meals. Their popularity has seen a dramatic rise recently, driven largely by their low-caloric nature and the increasing health awareness among consumers. As a reflection of this trend, chefs and restaurant owners are making it a point to incorporate a wider array of vegetarian dishes into their menus. When we say vegetables, what are we really talking about? Well, in botanical terms, a vegetable is any herbaceous plant that we can consume, either in whole or in part. The adjective herbaceous means that these plants don't have much of the woody tissue that you'd find in, say, trees. This edible spectrum of plants is vast, and depending on which part we consume, vegetables are grouped into different categories. For instance, the pleasant crispness of cabbages, the sweetness of fruit vegetables like tomatoes, the crunch of gourds and squashes, the softness of mushrooms and truffles, the sharpness of onions, the nutritious pods and seeds like peas, the hardy roots and tubers like carrots, and the tall stalks of celery. All of them have unique flavors and textures that bring dishes to life. Interestingly, the majority of these vegetables consist of water, usually more than 80%. The rest is made up of carbohydrates, primarily in the form of starches, complemented by small amounts of protein and fats. But that's not all. Vegetables are treasure troves of vitamins and minerals, vital for our body's optimal functioning. For those interested in the quality of their produce, there's a voluntary grading system, designed by the USDA, that you might have come across in markets. This grading evaluates vegetables based on their appearance and other elements that could affect their shelf life or taste. When you buy these graded vegetables, they're often sold by weight or count. And here's a storage tip. To retain their freshness, it's best to store them in cool places with temperatures hovering between 40 Fahrenheit to 60 Fahrenheit. Have you ever wondered why we cook vegetables? Raw vegetables, while crunchy and fresh, contain cellulose which can be tough for our digestive system. Cooking helps break down this cellulose and also gelatinizes the starches in them. The result? Vegetables that not only taste better and have a softer texture but are also easier to digest. Now, there are predominantly two methods of cooking vegetables, dry heat and moist heat. Both have their own advantages and result in different textures and flavors. For example, while roasting or baking dry heat methods would be excellent for eggplant, potatoes, and peppers, it might not be the best choice for spinach. Spinach, with its delicate leaves, might just wilt and dry out. And speaking of flavors, did you know that chili peppers vary in intensity based on their size? Generally, the larger they are, the milder the flavor. This is quite contrary to what one might think, but it's true. Another intriguing fact is about certain specialty onions like Walla Walla, Maui, and Vidalia. These onions are known for their unique sweetness and flavor, which unfortunately gets lost when cooked. So, next time you get your hands on these, maybe use them in a fresh salad instead of throwing them into the pan. In the case of peas and dried beans, they belong to a category known as legumes. These aren't just your typical veggies. They're power-packed with protein and make an excellent meat substitute for vegetarians. Potatoes, grains, and pasta. In our vast culinary landscape, a few constants have remained: the comforting presence of potatoes, grains, and pasta. These foundational foods have been the cornerstone of many meals, providing both sustenance and pleasure. As you delve deeper into this chapter, you'll unravel the intricacies and wonders of these starchy staples. The versatile potato. Potatoes are a culinary canvas, waiting for a chef's touch. While we often relish them mashed on festive occasions or as crispy fries, there's so much more to these tubers. Americans certainly love them, consuming approximately 43 pounds of fresh potatoes and a whopping 55 pounds of the frozen variant annually. The potato family is diverse. There are russets that are perfect for baking, reds that grace salads, and whites that make for creamy mashed potatoes. Yet, the sweet members of this family, like sweet potatoes and yams, deserve a special mention. Though yams can be sweeter than sweet potatoes, they often find themselves used interchangeably in dishes. Not only are potatoes delicious, but they also boast a rich nutritional profile. They provide easily digestible complex carbohydrates, devoid of fats, and are a source of essential vitamins and minerals. For the best taste and texture, storing potatoes is crucial. They thrive in temperatures between 50 Fahrenheit, 65 Fahrenheit. Refrigeration is a no-no. Temperatures below 40 Fahrenheit can convert their starch into sugar. This not only makes them overly sweet, but can also give them an unappealing grayish hue. Grains. Nature's nutrient nuggets. Grains, the edible seeds of grasses, are true nutritional powerhouses. Common names like corn, rice, and wheat often dominate our plates, but there's a broader grain world out there. Speaking of rice, freshly made, medium grain rice is best served very hot. Its delightful texture and inherent aroma are most pronounced then. Wheat is intriguing. It houses three components: bran, endosperm, and germ. Each segment contributes to the various types of flours we have in our kitchens. From the dense whole wheat to the refined all-purpose, wheat showcases its versatility. Beyond the commonly known grains are the likes of barley, millet, quinoa, and buckwheat, each offering distinct flavors and textures. Whether cooked through dry heat or wet heat methods, grains always manage to add body and soul to a meal. Pasta. The global gourmet delight. Originating from Italy, pasta is now a global favorite. It's crafted primarily from a dough of hard wheat flour, predominantly semolina, combined with eggs and water. Recent times have seen pasta evolve. Innovations include adding pureed vegetables, herbs, or other ingredients to the dough, leading to colorful and flavorful variants. Moreover, the shift towards health-conscious eating has popularized whole grain wheat pasta, offering a nutritionally superior option. Pasta, in its myriad forms, often pairs with a plethora of sauces, from tangy tomato-based ones to rich cheese sauces, or the simple elegance of butter and oil. Pasta has a partner for every palate. And let's not forget its role in soups, like the classic chicken noodle soup.